Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh Moore and this is African Josh. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, in my last video, I did a small comparison between the Safaricom 5G router and Starlink. And most of you wanted to know how the Safaricom router compares to this Airtel 5G router. So today, I got the 5G router and I'm going to unbox it with you guys so that we know what comes in the package. And you can go back to one of my Safaricom videos, the one which I was unboxing the router, and you can do a comparison. But for today, we are doing an unboxing of this Airtel 5G router. As you can see, this is the box. It's written Airtel Internet 5G Smart Connect, and I think red is their theme, unlike Safaricom, which green is their theme. So for Airtel, red is their theme. So what should you know before we unbox this thing? The first thing you should know is that in terms of pricing, Safaricom's router costs 3,000, but also this costs 3,000. So in terms of buying the hardware, they're basically the same in terms of price. The only difference comes in when you're buying the bundles, when you're buying your package for the 5G wireless connection. Now for Airtel, for the smallest bundle, which is the 3,000 shillings 5G bundle, they will give you a speed of 15 Mbps, unlike Safaricom, which will give you 10 Mbps for 3,000 bob. So if you are short on cash and you feel like Safaricom is a bit too high for you, Airtel is an option which gives you more for the same price, basically, because you get 10 Mbps for 3,000 when you buy Safaricom. And what else should you know? If you upgrade your package, let's say you want to spend 4,000 or 5,000, there's also a slight difference, because for 4,000 shillings on Safaricom, they give you 50 Mbps, and for 5,000 bob, they give you 100 Mbps. But Airtel, I'm yet to confirm how much speed you get for 4,000 and 5,000, but I'll place it right here so that you can see it as we continue. So let's get into the unboxing. What do you get in the box? Now, I have a confession to make, guys. I already used this thing. It's been 2 weeks since I started using this Airtel 5G router. So this is the first thing that comes in the box. This is the 5G router, and let's just place this to the side. It will be our last thing to see. And when you open the box, you get your SIM card, your Airtel SIM card for your router. Now this SIM card is the one that makes sure you get the internet connection to your router. You get that, you register it to your ID for security purposes, and you're connected. What else comes in the box? Let me open it up. I know obviously you'll get paperwork, which is somewhere, I don't know where, but like I said, I already opened this box. But you get your charger, and this is the charger. You get a nice black charger. This is it. You get a nice black charger. That's how it looks like. And yeah, this is it. Your nice black charger. That's what powers on the router. And what else do you get in the box? You also get a yellow RJ45 patch cable. This is what you use if you want a hardwired connection to your device. Let's say your TV, you don't want your TV to be wirelessly connected to your router, so you want it to be a hardwired connection. This is what you will use to get that connection to your TV. Now, compared to our other router, our Safaricom router, you also get paperwork that shows you how to connect to the router, how to configure the router, and stuff like that. In my last video, I showed you the Bicell's 5G Safaricom router, which comes with an inbuilt power, like an inbuilt power battery. So even if you're not directly connected to electricity, you can still use it on the go. Now, everybody says that Safaricom stole that idea from Airtel because Airtel was already doing it way before. How were they doing it? They were doing it by using this. This right here is a power brick. This is a power bank. The power bank that you get whenever you buy the Airtel 5G router. Now, according to the sales rep that sold me this 5G Airtel router, he said, like, when you connect this to your 5G router, and let's say you've powered it and it's in your power connection in your house and the electricity maybe goes away, you have 6 hours of usage until it goes off. I was like, wow, 6 hours? That's a lot. 6 hours is a lot. So I was like, okay, we can work with that. 6 hours of usage, and this is what makes it happen. This is what makes it all possible. They give you this. How much is this? This is 5,000 milliampere hours. 5,000 is a lot. It's like one full charge for a good phone. Yeah. So what else do you get in here? I guess that's just everything. That's all you get in this Airtel package for your 5G router. Now we'll just place this to the side right over here, and I'll bring in the Airtel router itself so that you guys can see it. It looks basically like a small tower compared to the Safaricom router. So this is it. This is how it looks like. It's basically slightly less tall than the Safaricom router. Up here it looks, I don't know what pattern this is. There's a radio pattern, and it also has NFC. I don't remember Safaricom's router having NFC. Right over here it has NFC, and they have their branding, of course. They have to push themselves whenever they get the opportunity. I can't show you this side because somebody might be able to connect to my router. And you get 2 LAN ports. I think the Safaricom one, especially the Nokia one, the Nokia router had 1 LAN port. I know because it's connected to my TV right over there. Everything else in my house is wirelessly connected except for my TV. I just wanted that to have a dedicated connection. So yeah, this is it. This is the 5G router. It's nice looking. I can't complain. This looks really nice, and I can work with this. Now, I want to power this on so that we can do like a slight test. I don't know whether this power bank has electricity. Oh, it has electricity. You guys are so lucky. So you just switch this on, and when you turn it on, it lights up. It lights up over here, and you get a blue diode. Whenever there's a blue diode, that means that it has enough power to power the router. So once that is on, you just plug it into your router, and voila, your router turns on. As you can see, right over here, we're getting blue lights. And when you see those blue lights, it means we are on. Now, from my personal experience, how does the Airtel compare to the Safaricom router? Now, I don't want to sound biased because I might be a Safaricom fanboy, because Safaricom has served me so well. I never get any downtimes. As long as that router is in an area that is 5G covered, you'll have the best connection. And I always pay for my 50 Mbps package. I felt like 100 Mbps is way too much for me for my needs. So I got the 50 Mbps package. And mind you, I always get that average. It never goes below 40, and I always get 50 on my upload. But for the 1 month period that I have used the 5G Airtel router, I've gotten a lot of downtimes. And trust me, it's frustrating because there are times I just use this and I'm like, why is YouTube buffering? And I'm wondering, why is it not working? And then I have to restart the router in order to have internet back. And it's a weird situation that I don't like being in. But at that moment in time, I had to use it because it was the only router that I had paid for. And so I realized, wait a minute, Safaricom seems to be outperforming the Airtel. So in terms of connection stability, Safaricom wins. And in terms of speed, Safaricom wins. It doesn't matter which bandwidth you're on Safaricom, whether it's 5G or 2.4 gigahertz, it will outperform this 5G Airtel router. Now, I know for the money, since you're spending the same amount of money, you expect it to work the same way. But no, there's something about Safaricom that I can't explain. They're really good at their craft, and they've made some really good hardware in this little competition. So let's just see now a real life test. The thing that we're going to test right now is the ping speed, not necessarily the internet speed, because I think I've paid, or maybe I'm going to pay for the 3000 package, which is 15 Mbps. And I want to see, will we get 15 up and 15 down every time we do a speed test? And also, will the pings be, the lower the ping number, the better the ping speed. So will it be up there compared to the Safaricom? Now I'll have one of my phones on Safaricom and the other phone on Airtel. There's this thing about the payment method. Now they all have the same USSID whenever it comes to payment. It's *444#. But not very many people have Airtel lines, Airtel SIM cards. So it becomes a little bit hectic when paying for Airtel, which means I have to use an Airtel line or you can pay via internet. You can go to their website and try and pay from there. But if you're using the Airtel line, it's a cumbersome process. It's a process that nobody wants to go through. So it's a bit But for Safaricom, you just start *444# and it takes you to M-Pesa, which M-Pesa is a product of Safaricom, so it becomes easier. Now, most people want to pay with Safaricom, which means if you're using an Airtel line, you have to do *444# on the Airtel line and then go back and put your M-Pesa number inside there. I know my head already hurts. I wish they would just make it more streamlined and more easier for people to pay for the Airtel router. Even if it is through the Safaricom line, it will save a lot of time, and maybe people who are not tech savvy will even find it easier to use the Airtel line. Now I understand that when it comes to upcountry, mashinani, Airtel is really good there, but in the city, Safaricom is king, hands down. Apparently, on the Airtel router, it gives you an instruction on how to purchase the bundle. It says how to buy bundles. You can do that via web interface, which is the one I'm going to do right now since the USSD failed. Okay, so oh wait, it's *400#. Oh my god, I think that's my bad. That's my bad, because if this works, I'll be happy. No, that's the Safaricom line. Yeah, you see, for Safaricom, it goes straight. Activate your 5G, 4G home Wi-Fi, but that's not what I want. So *400# line 2. Let's go. Yes, I want 5G Smart Connect. Yes, you're connected to the internet. Finally, after all that struggle, we have finally been able to buy the internet bundle for Airtel 5G. So let's go back to the tests. Let's assume it's 0-0 and we're getting back to it. So I'll just go to test again and go. Safaricom, Airtel. Let's see. Oh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. You know why I'm so surprised? I am surprised because Airtel... No, maybe this isn't Airtel. Is this Airtel? Yes. I'm sure I've connected this phone with Airtel internet. So, this is the reason why I'm so surprised. I've paid for 30 Mbps, but it seems like you're even getting more than 30. Because as you can see here, it's 37 Mbps on the download and 34.5 on the upload. Wow. I've paid 4,000 shillings for 50 Mbps, but I'm getting slightly less than 50 on the download and above 50 on the upload on Safaricom. Now you tell me, I don't know, maybe something changed between the time I bought the Airtel router and right now, because that was a good performance. Now when it comes to the ping test, which is the latency test, Safaricom still wins with a number of 11 milliseconds versus 38 milliseconds. 38 is a lot compared to 11, but it is still very good. Very, very good, if I do say so myself. So let's do another test, another just quick test, and see how this goes. Test again. Let's go. Safaricom. Airtel did that real fast. 21. Ooh. I'm just surprised that I keep getting a little bit over 30. That really excites me. I don't know, getting more than what you paid for is always going to be exciting, because, I mean, why not? So far, latency, you're getting 14 on Safaricom, 21 on Airtel. Safaricom still wins on that stability of the internet. and that latency, but Airtel is really, really comparable. I mean, 21 is perfect because I almost always never get even 21 on my Starlink internet. So 21 is really, really good. And you see, I've paid for 30 Mbps, but I'm getting 35 on the download. I've paid for 50 Mbps, but I'm getting 48 on Safaricom 5G. So I do not know what they did between now and when I bought this, but it seems to be nice. That is real-time test. Now, I don't know whether I should just sit on the TV and see whether playing YouTube videos makes a change, but let's see. I just want to make sure that I'm connected to this. Yes, I'm connected to Airtel. And here, I'm connected to Safaricom. Good. So I'll just go ahead and open YouTube. I don't know whether I have YouTube on this phone. Oh yeah, I do. Will they open the same thing? Okay, same video. I see the same video here. Turbo Tails. If you're a fan of Lukman and our homie right there, you can subscribe to them. They're a really exciting channel to watch. So let's see. If I play, will they play all at the same time? Yes. So in terms of usage, Safaricom and Airtel, YouTube, I guess it's just the same thing. You'll just enjoy watching it. I don't think you'll have any kind of buffering with 30 Mbps and 50 Mbps comparably. So good stuff. I'm really enjoying this, bruh. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy this. Now, my gripe with Airtel was that there used to be downtimes. There used to be downtimes whenever I was using Airtel internet, but this I'm going to try again and see whether it's going to be in the same manner. Now, this one, the Airtel 5G router is going to go to my mother's place for a while, like a few weeks. I let them use it for a few weeks, and they'll tell me the experience. Now there won't be the bias of me using Safaricom and comparing it to Airtel. So basically, you've seen the new Airtel 5G router. You've experienced it, and I can't say it's bad. It's really good. It's really good compared to Safaricom. It's good. You can game with this. You can do your video calls. You can even live stream. I usually do live streaming services professionally, and I always have the Safaricom router and my Starlink. I usually go with all of them so that whichever one fails in a different location, I have a backup. So I can tell you they're all good internet connections. That's been it. If you have a question, make sure to ask in the comments. Thank you guys I think I have over 3,000 subscribers, but we could do better. We could do better, guys. If you're new here, or if you have stumbled upon this video today, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, guys. We're trying to get the 5K before end of 2025. 5K. So yeah, guys, it's been good. It's been nice. Love to see you guys again next time. Adios. Gang, 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 gang.